Theresa, and this is going to be the giveaway video for little Leonadra. She was the first painting, the first rendition of Leonadra from the QSMP. The second one was the one that I gave away to Foolish, and you can see that video on my YouTube channel. But this one is going to be the giveaway video. And in case you're wondering why this is going to be the giveaway video, I'll show you. It's mostly because I consider her to be a boo-boo baby. For one, her veins are much more visible than they should be. And for two, despite the fact that I have mostly fixed her eyebrows, they're still a bit on the fuzzy and uneven side. I still have to put these down again. I also want to state that when I first weighted her, I weighted her with partially glass beads and some super fine glass beads that were so fine they could have been considered sand in most of her legs. So what I did is that I removed the glass beads and threw away the sandbags, and I basically sterilized the glass beads. Then which is like you boil them in hot water and then you let them dry out for a couple of days, and then I reweighted her with both the sterilized glass beads as well as fresh glass beads, and so the bigger weighted glass beads. They're called almond cashews. They're the glass beads that are used in fire pits and fancy vases and whatnot. But yes, I also went ahead and installed a drinking wet in her. She didn't have a drinking wet before, but now she does. And I am going to give you a good look around. Make sure you do a change to see what she looks like, as well as a demonstration of her drinking wet. Let me go ahead and show you the back of her head. Another reason why I consider her a boo-boo, while she does have directional rooting, the spiral is not as clear as it should be. Hold on just a minute. I did what was basically star rooting, in which I rooted in a star direction, and then I would just style the hair the way I believed it needed to go. And while that did work for me then, my rooting is slowly improving. I'm getting used to using a combination of painted and rooted hair. And so far, I think it's coming out a bit better. The painting does help guide my rooting, and it does make it look a bit more fleshed out. I will say that some of the veining, you can still see it even with the rooting. There's a lot of plugs. So that's why she's a giveaway baby. But I will say she is weighted rather quite nicely. And I am excited to show you her drinking wet. So I will go ahead and close this video out, and I will show you how to make her formula. Little Leo says, see you in a minute. Okay, so we are going to be doing what is a 100 milliliter feeding. This is what I call caramel leche. It is basically a combination of coffee creamer, malted milk powder, powdered vanilla, and some powdered dye, and a little bit of salt sifted together. This is a cup of water in case the bottle gets too hot. This is a pet feeding bottle. You can get them on Amazon for about $10. They're the only pet feeding bottles I found that seem to work for this sort of Reborn. So I'm very happy about them existing, and I hope that they never sell out. Now, we are going to try for a 100 milliliter feeding because the polyurethane covering can take quite a bit. And how we are going to do that is as the following. Let's measure out 50 milliliters. 50-50. There's 50 milliliters. We will go ahead and get this heated up. I will be right back. Okay, I heated this water for 20 seconds. And now I'm going to add an extra 50 milliliters. I do want to say that in spite of only heating this up for about 50 seconds, I mean not 50 seconds, but 20 seconds, only 20 seconds, sorry. It is steaming quite a bit. So now we are going to add the other 50 milliliters. And then we're going to put in the powder. Now, this is a 5 milliliter spoon, which means we will put in 1 scoop of these per 25 milliliters. You can also do 1 scoop per ounce, but I tend to do it by milliliters. So 5 milliliters, 1 teaspoon by 25 milliliters of water. 100 divided by 25 equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we stir. Now, I'm going to be honest, this bottle tends to hold 75 milliliters comfortably, so we're going to split this between 2 feedings. So now, let's go ahead and get this poured in. Go ahead, lift it up, and pour it in slowly. Also, I do want to say that if you hear any beeping, please don't panic. I have a pizza in the oven, and that's what that noise is. Okay, so we have, there we go. We've got about an ounce left, and we'll save that for another feeding. Now, if you needed to, you can test the heat of the formula. This is pretty lukewarm, so we don't have to put it in here. But just in case, you could get a cup with ice, pour a little water in there, and ice it. I am going to turn off the alarm and get my pizza out of the oven, and then we'll do a feeding. Thank you very much. I used some pillows to weight the table that I'm using to film this, so she's in a much better framing now. I am going to enter the frame, and I will now demonstrate the feeding. And hopefully, within the next couple of minutes, we'll do a change. We'll change your clothes, and then I will discuss the entry rules, okay? Thank you so much. Now, let's start with the feeding. Hello. I don't know if you can see me very well. I will try and enter the frame. There we go. You would support her head the same way you would support a baby's head. And if you want, you may grab a pillow for comfort. Hold the baby's head at an angle. Use the pillow to support the bottle. Support the neck. And you are going to gently pump the formula down the baby's mouth. There we go. All right, the bottle's good now. Now, you do not want to apply too much pressure, for one. The other thing is you want to make sure that the head of the bottle is screwed on correctly and screwed on pretty tightly. I will definitely make sure to test the bottles and screw test them, though, just make sure before I send them out. That way I don't have to worry about any weird accidents for whoever gets her. While I'm feeding her, I think I should discuss the rules now. There are a series of questions that you can answer. 2 questions are mandatory and one is a bonus entry. The first question is, what do you like to do to help people in your community, whether it could be your family, your friends, community members, strangers, etc. The second question is going to be if you like dolls, and if you do, what are your favorite kind of dolls? And then the third question will be a bonus question for people who watch the QSMP, which is the server that this character is based off of. Who is your favorite egg? For those of you who don't know anything about the QSMP, it is short for Quesadilla SMP, and its founder is Quackity. And basically, it is a multilingual SMP with live translation. So there are players from the United States, the United Kingdom, as well as France, Brazil, and now they have recently added Korean players. So there is a mod that automatically translates what other people are saying. And because it's a mod, it's a work in progress. It's far from perfect. So a lot of the players do end up speaking English as well as their native language, but they seem to have fun. And I think what's really unique and draws in a lot of the viewership, even if it's not the vast majority, is the relationship with the quote unquote eggs. They were abandoned dragon eggs in an orphanage, and I believe they initially started out as a short 2-week event in which whoever kept their egg alive ended up winning $10,000 or something like that. But because the players became incredibly attached to them, they basically became like the kids of the server, and those are mod controlled eggs. So basically, a moderator controls the egg and role plays as a child. And a lot of them have just like they're just like a cornerstone of the QSMP. They have their own personalities, they have their own struggles, they have parents, they have complicated relationships with their parents, and it kind of fleshes out a lot of the lore and the role play that happens on the server. So yeah, this one is Leonadra. She is the egg or the huevo of Foolish Gamers and Vegeta777. And they are two major Minecraft streamers. Vegeta is from Spain, and he played on Karmaland, which is another giant Spanish-speaking server, while Foolish Gamers is a builder. He loves building. He likes PvP, but he especially loves building, and he was on the Dream SMP before he joined the QSMP. And together they parent Leonadra. Although Vegeta's been mostly busy with other stuff, he still cares about the server, and apparently people are saying he'll return when he's ready. So right now, Foolish is Leonadra's primary caregiver, and their relationship is really sweet. I think out of all of the parents on the server, Foolish is one of the more well-adjusted ones, which is saying a lot considering at least 4 of the eggs died. I'm pretty sure Bobby died from a glitch by accident, and they couldn't revive him, I think. And then there was Juana Flipa, who was killed by accident. She got killed by a mob, like a skeleton mob. There was Tulene, who died the first time due to neglect on Quackity's behalf, and then the second time, she got in the middle of a mod while Charlie Slimesicle was trying to kill it, and he accidentally killed her. And honestly, I don't think that was his fault, because, whose parent should have been watching her, you know? But yeah, I'm sure Quackity forgave him after they did a duel several times. And then, he's parenting Pepito now with Royer and I believe some of their other friends. I can't remember her other name, but she is a friend of his. Anyways, I like Leonadra because I don't really watch a lot of the content outside of the main QSMP info streams, but the clips and the recaps that I do read, I keep up through Foolish's recaps, she seems to be very nice and more down to earth and the closest to a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old kid on the server. And she's just really cute. She loves her dad, she loves her new baby brother Pito, She's slowly warming up to Sunny, which is basically Tubbo's egg, and she kind of has a reputation of being a copycat brat. But she's slowly warming up to Sunny since the reset. And ever since then, she's kind of just thrived. She had a hard time making friends, and a lot of people kind of just treated her like she was just there. But in spite of that, she's learned to thrive, and she's doing very well. And I hope she continues to do very well. She's a really cute egg, in my humble opinion. Okay, so we've done most of this feeding. I am going to add the rest of the formula in. Typically, you really should be using a bib. I don't know why I haven't gotten in the habit of buying at least one tester bib. Actually, no, I haven't bought one. I've bought a few that I've given away here and there, but I just need to make a habit of buying a really cute bib that I really like that I can keep on me whenever I do these tester videos. The fact that I haven't is just, it's a lack of principle on my part. So we're gonna feed just a little more. Hopefully we can do everything because the polyurethane covering is really strong. It keeps a lot of the liquid blocked out. You can't tell because it's from a distance, but you can squeeze on the edge and it'll just squirt out. But I don't necessarily like that. I like doing the little squirts. That way you don't overrun the system. I do want to say it is recommended that you do a water flush after you do a feed, and that basically helps keep it clean. I am going to do a video on that as well, but it'll be a part of this video. I'm just recording each part separately and I'll stitch them all together. Anyway, I will say that after this giveaway, or not necessarily after this giveaway, this is pretty soon, I want to paint a Pepito. And I'm gonna paint a Ramon. I've already decided it. I have Cucurucho up in the shop and I don't know if they're gonna sell well. But the thing is, I have been deciding, okay, if I don't sell in about 3 to 6 months, or maybe in about a year, I can just give it away. It's fine. There's always people out there who would love a Reborn doll, even if it's not the best looking one. That's not to say I want to give out subpar work, because I don't want to give out subpar work. I want to give out good work. But I have the humility to understand that sometimes the work that I make, even when it's a concept that I really love, is not the best. And it would be better served being given to somebody who will see it and love it regardless, flaws and all. That being said, I did sell Talene, and despite the veining on her being a bit less good than what it was on this Reborn, the person who bought her loved her. I only sold her for about $60 because I don't sell my dolls for very high. I want them to be affordable. But yeah, I will definitely give this little Leonadra away, and I will paint a Ramon and a Pepito to sell. I'm really excited to see how that goes, and I will try my best to do streams about it, as well as giving updates on this YouTube channel about it. Okay, there we go. Now it's empty. All right. So just the same way you would a regular baby, this is going to make sure the fluid goes down through the tubing. It's also the typical way you would burp a baby. Burp. There you go. I am going to support her head, put her down here. I will get the milliliter, the 5 milliliter syringe, and then we will flush her out really quickly and I'll do a change. Thank you. Hello. Right, so I've positioned the iPad on a pillow again. We're just gonna do a quick drawing. This is a there we go. All right. Thank you so much. I am now going to demonstrate a change here. I have a changing pad, a wipe, and a diaper. Reusable diapers can be used. I just need to find a good reusable diaper that's consistent across all of my reborns. We'll go ahead and start by putting her down. Take her bottoms off. Now what you do is that you will remove the diaper, and thankfully, because the polyurethane covering gets everything, nothing gets on the body. I'm gonna give y'all a quick look at the polyurethane covering up close. This is what prevents the prop body from getting wet. When you feel in here, it's warm, but it's not wet at all. And that's kind of a miracle. This is a heart, and there is a heart module in here when you apply enough pressure. Let me see if I can do it now. Jesus. I did super glue it on here. That kind of makes it tricky. rooted hair strands. And I might give her some curly bangs in the process. You can style it in a couple of ways. You can curve it this way, or you may curve it to go this way, and then have this go down in this direction. Either way, she has quite a full head of hair, so how you choose to style it is up to you. And that is the appeal of rooting in the star pattern. You have a lot more leeway with styling than you do with your traditional directional rooting. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it, and good luck if you are entering into the giveaway. I hope that whoever wins loves this little Leonadra, and I kind of hope that she makes you happy. And if not, hopefully you will be able to find someone for her that will. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Good night, and goodbye.